85% of B2B buyers will watch a product video before they ever speak to your sales team. That stat should excite you, but here's the question that should make you uncomfortable. So why is it taking your SaaS company 3 to 6 weeks just to get a single video live? You know exactly what's happening. The script bounces from the founder to the marketing lead to an expensive external agency and back again. A Google Doc filled with conflicting comment bubbles, file name after file name of v1_final_final_54.docx, until the moment has passed and the campaign window has closed. You are sitting on incredible product demos. You have customer wins that definitively prove your platform's ROI. But because you don't have a dedicated in-house creative team, those assets are collecting dust instead of driving your pipeline. That's revenue sitting idle. Stop letting script paralysis kill your return on ad spend. Today I want to show you TurboAgents Script Writer, an automated creative strategist built exclusively for teams who need professional, conversion-optimized video scripts without the 6-week bottleneck. On the left side of the interface, you'll see 3 input sections: project context, insight fuel, and format. We type TurboAgents into the product name field. Then in the target audience box, we describe our audience with real specificity. B2B SaaS founders and heads of marketing at 10 to 100 person companies who know they should be making more video content but don't have the creative team to do it. We set the objective to conversion for ROAS and tone to professional and authoritative. Then in the Insight Fuel section, this is the key field, we paste in a real behavioral observation that 85% of B2B buyers watch product videos before purchasing, but most SaaS companies take 3 to 6 weeks to get one live because nobody owns the script. We select YouTube video in 16:9 format at the explainer duration and hit Generate Script. Watch the SmartLoader as TurboAgents works through it, analyzing the raw behavioral data, extracting an actionable insight, selecting the right narrative framework, drafting the visual hooks, then polishing the dialogue and audio cues. The whole process takes about 12 seconds. The output appears on the right side of the screen under the title, The 6-Week Bottleneck, Unblocking Your SaaS Video Strategy. Before you even get to the scene-by-scene script, TurboAgents surfaces a strategic brief at the top. The insight reads, and I'm paraphrasing because this is exactly the kind of thing a strategist charges thousands for, that SaaS leaders aren't failing at video production. They're paralyzed by consensus, turning a highly profitable asset into a 6-week operational nightmare. The framework selected is AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action, combined with a pattern interrupt hook that confronts the viewer's exact operational friction to immediately establish authority. Then the visual script begins. Each scene is laid out in 3 columns: timestamp, visual direction, and audio or overlay text. At 0 to 15 seconds, we see a confident executive in a glass-walled office looking directly to camera while animated text pops up with the statistic. The audio leads with the hook. 85% of B2B buyers will watch a product video before they speak to your sales team, so why is it taking your company 3 to 6 weeks to get one live? At 15 to 35 seconds, TurboAgents cuts to a chaotic digital workspace, a Google Doc with dozens of conflicting comment bubbles, and the file name v1_final_final_54.docx flashes on screen. The narration calls it out directly. By the time everyone agrees on the messaging, the market moment has passed. By 35 to 55 seconds, the executive walks toward camera with the words "sitting on gold" on screen, addressing the viewer directly about the product demos and customer wins they already have that aren't being used. At 55 seconds, TurboAgents introduces itself with a clean UI animation showing raw content being scanned and converted into a structured script. At 1:10, a split screen shows raw demos and wins transforming into high-converting scripts with a graphic connecting the two. The narration explains that TurboAgents ingests your existing demos, case studies, and feature updates and instantly transforms them into professional, conversion-optimized video scripts. Then comes the ROI scene at 1:35, a rising line graph with ROAS and conversion rate climbing upward, while a calendar graphic shows 6 weeks shrinking down to 6 minutes. The narration delivers it clean. No more bottlenecks, no more endless revisions, just authoritative, persuasive video copy engineered to maximize your return on ad spend. Imagine cutting your video production timeline from 6 weeks to 6 minutes. The script closes at 1:55 with the executive pointing directly at the viewer over a strong call to action on screen: start converting today. The final frame is a clean end screen. TurboAgents logo, a QR code, and the URL on a dark corporate blue background. The line, click the link on screen to deploy TurboAgents today and turn your product expertise into video content that actually converts. Now here's something worth showing. Once you're happy with the script, you don't need to copy anything out manually. Hit the export button in the top right of the output panel and TurboAgents downloads a fully formatted Word document instantly. The script title, the strategic brief, and the complete scene-by-scene table all packaged and ready to hand straight to your video team, your editor, or your agency. No reformatting, no copy-paste, no lost context. The file is production ready the moment it lands in your downloads folder. Let's put a number on what just happened. A freelance creative strategist and video script writer typically charges anywhere from $500 to $2,000 per script, and that's before you factor in the 3 to 6 weeks of revision cycles, the internal Slack threads, and the agency briefing calls. TurboAgents just produced a fully framed, strategically grounded scene-by-scene video script with a Word export in 30 seconds. For a B2B SaaS team running paid video campaigns, that's not just a time saving. Every week your script is stuck in review is a week your ad budget is either sitting idle or running on underperforming creative. Getting to market faster means more tests, more data, and compounding returns on your ad spend. That is a complete scene-by-scene, broadcast-ready video script, built from a single behavioral observation in under 30 seconds. If your team is still arguing over shared documents while your competitors are testing new campaigns, the link to try TurboAgents is in the description below. Hit subscribe if you want to see every tool in the suite. We're just getting started.